What's going on? Welcome to the NerdTastic Podcast. So if you didn't know, the channel that this is on, it was originally called Nerd Media, but me and my friend Caesar, who run the channel, and we decided to rebrand everything. So Nerd Media is now Mojo Vault, and Nerd News Podcast is now NerdTastic Podcast. We just want to clarify that for like people who are subscribed to us. So just a little thing that we changed. But today, for the first episode, I'm going to be talking to my friend Christian Rosales. I've known him since 4th grade, and we kind of grew up together. We were in the same neighborhood when we were little, and after elementary school, we didn't really see much of each other in middle school, and we kind of met up back in high school. So it's a pretty lengthy process, but he's a really cool guy, and I've known him for a while. We have like a lot of the same traits, so he was probably the perfect person to do the podcast episode with for the first one. So I hope you liked the video, and I'll see you next time. Oh, so I had cross-country practice today.
Oh, really?
Yes, and it started, I had to wake up at 4, and I haven't been in cross-country practice since, like, freshman year. And so, it was just, like, a weird nostalgic feeling, if you could say, because, like, I know how to put it, but, like, walking, like, out at like, 4 a.m., like, where it's all humid and dry, it was kind of nice getting that feeling back again. You know, like you're reliving it. And so it was pretty fun. But we had mile trials, or I had to do a mile because they needed to see what I was at. And so my first mile was like 7:30, I think. My best one's like 6 or 7. And that was okay. And so she had me run another mile. And that second mile, she said I didn't have to run too fast, so I light jogged because my legs were like hurting a lot. And I stopped a couple times and walked a little bit. And so by the end, when I was turning the corner into the school parking lot, as soon as I turned the corner, I just felt something go up, and I just threw up on the dirt patch.
Oh no!
And it was like, it was so gross. And then do you know Coach Don?
Don? No, I don't know.
No.
Coach Don.
Well, he's one of like the security officers or coach. I don't think he's a coach.
Yeah.
Anyways, he comes behind his little cart, and he's like, "Yeah, throw up, throw up. That's some Gatorade in there. Throw up." It was just like, I didn't hear him say that. He was like, you know what my favorite thing is? Watching kids throw up.
What the fuck?
It was just like, I don't know, it was funny just because, like, I needed something like that. But, yeah, it was disgusting.
Oh my god. That sounds like problematic.
Yeah. I threw up once, and as soon as I thought I was done, like, I felt a gag reflex again.
Oh my god.
Went back down, I threw up again.
It's not good.
No.
I mean, did you eat that morning?
I only ate a banana this morning just to reduce cramps, and I drank water so I wouldn't get cramps. But I don't know.
No,
like I somewhat felt it coming. Like before I even got into the parking lot, I was already feeling like something was gonna happen. You know, my stomach was kind of hurting, and I feel like I want to throw up. It's like when you want to throw up, but you know you're not ever going to. It's just like that feeling.
Yeah.
I had that, and as soon as I turned the corner, I just felt it, and I just had to do it.
Oh my god. I don't know, like, that just reminds me of the time that I was just like going on a road trip, right? I used to be like in love with Funyuns as a kid. Like Funyuns was like the only chips I would eat, and I was just chowing down on some Funyuns while I was in the car. But then I just like started to get sick, and then my parents had to stop on the side of the road, and I just like just kept going out, and now I can't eat Funyuns.
You don't eat Funyuns anymore?
I can't eat Funyuns anymore. Like there's just something about them.
Does it make you want to throw up after a while?
I'm just turned off to the idea of Funyuns.
Man, I love the hot Funyuns.
I can eat hot Funyuns.
Ooh, those are the best.
Okay.
If you can at least eat those, then that's like victory right there.
Yeah.
I remember my brother. He would like come home from school in his bag, like when he was in high school. He'd come home with his like bag open. There'd be like a bag of Funyuns in there, and he
Really?
yeah. And so when I like started high school freshman year, I developed that same habit. I kept going to water and ice, and I'd like get Funyuns after like practice or school. And I was like, I understand why he did it now.
Yeah. Just kept getting some Funyuns.
Yeah, I even did that like this past year when I was with my dad, just for a while. I went to like the gas station. I got like brisk iced tea and Funyuns on a Friday. 'Cause I was like
Yeah.
so, and it's like a mile walk to the school. So
Mhm.
I was just like chowing down that day. It was so good.
Just, I remember a lot when I was in elementary school. My mom says I'm a liar, but I remember walking home by myself a lot. She always says that I never walked home by myself. Maybe
Yeah.
like once in my life where I was just like, no, I swear. I used to walk by myself all the time.
Oh my
But
God.
like one time my siblings picked me up from school and we were just kind of like walking and then this helicopter starts coming up overhead and we're just like, oh wow. But then it's just like keeps kind of like hovering around our general area. And so instead of just walking like normally in the path that we would normally go to my house,
Uh-huh.
we were just like we went down a different path and we thought it was following us and we were like super scared. We were just like, oh, why is it following us? And so we like
Jeez.
kind of acting all suspicious while a helicopter was going around.
My God. I I got a helicopter story. We
You got a helicopter.
yeah. We're transitioning pretty fast, but that's okay. I was on a I was hiking at Superstitious Mountain with my brother and sister and my stepdad, and
Yeah,
so we got there like it's like and if you can like keep on track and do it fast, it's a pretty fast hike. I think it's an 8 hour hike. I think. But we got there at like 7 or 8 in the morning, and so it was pretty nice. It was nice and cool, and when we ended up going on the mountain, I ended up going with my brother Ethan and my stepdad and my sister. They went on a different route because we were gonna try and go ahead of again. Because my sister, she was having a hard time getting up the mountain, so me and Ethan, we go up the mountain and we take like this weird route because it's this big mountain and you know where to go. Like there's like
yeah,
crevices and little turns, and so there's a point where we get lost.
yeah.
And we like don't know where to go anymore, and like it felt like Survivor. Like I had like I literally had a poop, and I like pooped on the mountain. Yeah. I pooped on the mountain because I had to go,
You were in
and
straight survival mode.
yes, and so I couldn't wipe my butt, so it was just like I like you know how they say shake it off. Well,
Oh
I
my
shook it,
god. No.
but and we were so unprepared. We we brought 2 bottles each of water, maybe, and it was like the plastic
Uh-huh.
ones, not like a hydro flask.
Yeah.
And so me and Ethan were lost, and then we started calling out our dad's name, and we didn't know where they
Yeah.
were. And so we found a route back to the actual route, and so we started going up it. It's all nice. And so when we get to the top, you see like our sister and our dad there, and they're like
Yeah.
up there the entire time. Like they beat us to it because we got lost. And
Yeah.
so we got out there. We were out there for like 15 minutes, and it was getting pretty hot. It was like about 12 for 1.
Yeah.
And so then it was time to head down. And heading
Mhm.
down in like 90-degree weather at like 2 out in the afternoon,
Yeah.
and then like more. It was like 4 hours to get up there,
Jesus Christ.
and so we had 4 hours to get down. And
Mhm.
then so it was getting hotter and hotter, and we were literally getting dehydrated. And so we like when we got down, we were like slipping and falling, and we literally we didn't know if you were gonna like make it, or we thought we were gonna faint at least.
Yeah.
And so and then out of nowhere, I swear to God, like we're all like heat deprived or water deprived. We're all like dying of heat exhaustion, and then we just see this helicopter. I don't know if I'm hallucinating or not. And then
Yeah.
it just starts flying down, and like me and my sister and Ethan, we all look at each other like, "Holy crap, what's going on?" So it starts flying down, and we're like, "Are they gonna save us?" It's like
Oh my
6:35,
god.
4 in the afternoon, and so we're like, "Oh God, we're gonna be saved." And then it turns out a mountain climber just fell off from a very high height of the mountain, so they're like picking it up,
Oh my
and so
god.
we like we're like, oh crap, what do we do now? We're all out of water. It's like super hot, And then they dropped down water bottles for everyone, for like everyone around the helicopter.
Really?
Yeah, and it was like those little tiny ones, but it was
Oh my
such
god.
a safe, like, Jesus
Yeah.
Christ, I drank that like nothing.
Like,
And then so yeah, that was the helicopter. And so after we got
yeah.
down, like from the actual, because it was still in the mountains somewhat, we didn't get down to the actual like walking trail. It was
Yeah.
just, and so when we got back down, we went ahead of our stepdad or in front of my dad, and
Hmm.
we found this little shack, not like a house, but it's got a hose, it's got a fountain, and so
Yeah.
we just turn it on, we just start like going and drinking
Oh
the
Jesus
cold
Christ.
water, and it felt so good. I never like wanted to stay home more than that day. It was like the worst. And like we like slept the entire day. We got back like at 7 or 8.
Yeah.
Like yeah, it was like an 8 hour. It was like 4 hours up, 4 hours down. And I'm pretty
Uh-huh.
sure it should be like shorter. I'm pretty sure
Uh-huh.
people have done it in 4 hours. I want to say. We
Yeah.
we only took long because my sister couldn't wasn't able to go up that fast. And me and my brother got lost.
Yeah.
Going down sucked. That sucked. And so
Oh
yeah,
my god.
that
That
was
was the
fun.
day you became an introvert.
That was the day I found my true self.
You just found yourself at home and you were just sleeping the rest of the day.
Yeah, dude. Oh my, that was the worst.
Ah.
I kind of want to redo it just to like, just to like complete my failures. Just see how far I can go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
that sucked.
prove it to yourself that you can do it right this time.
Yeah, King in the Mountain.
King of the mountain. Oh, fuck.
Dude,
Oh, I was gonna say something. This is great.
this is great.
This is great. We've known each other for quite a long time.
You know what? I always come back to this, and I don't know if you know or remember. I think I've told you a couple times, but I'm pretty sure we lived in the same neighborhood when I was in elementary school, or
Yeah,
kindergarten at least.
I think I think you told me that. Like
Yeah,
Huntington,
yeah, right next to Carminati, right?
Carminati.
Yeah, that was the elementary school I was by. It was like down the street.
I don't know.
I think it was
Um,
Huntington. I don't remember.
Carminati. That sounds right. I mean, I went to Broadmoor. It was just like right down
Yeah.
their way, but like, um, it was like right by the Walmart in the 99-cent store.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh dang! I
you live.
remember
You live.
Oh, sorry, go.
No, I was just saying. I lived in the apartments that were basically just like right down Huntington. Didn't you say you lived on the one that was like to the right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I remember specifically because I remember when my mom was like at work, me and my sister wanted to head out and we found these kids in our neighborhood, and so I remember distinctly because we hung out with them for a while and we ate pizza at their house and they had, like a little baby, and I remember specifically because when I saw your brother when I went to Broadmoor like a couple years later, I remember that face like exactly. I was holy crap, your brother and like your sister. I could have sworn that we saw like a couple years back.
yeah.
So that's what like I always think of when I like think of like how far we've been friends. I was thinking that
No,
back
yeah.
to that moment, like it's kind of where it started. If we're like correct on our memories,
No, yeah. Oh
my
man.
sister swears that like you guys are the same family too, because every time she sees your brother, she's like that's the kid we hung out with when we were little, remember? And we like both
Oh my
agree
God.
on it.
I don't. I don't even think they even mentioned hanging out with you guys.
No.
Honestly. I mean, I don't know. It was just a weird time because we would normally only play with our like apartment complex friends.
Yeah.
It's like there was Hazel and there was Shantae, but then like both of them like came and went. I think they lived in the same apartment. Like one of them was there, they left, and then one of the other ones like went there. But
Yeah.
like that's what happened like with me. Like that's all I remember, and all I remember is playing with my siblings. So I know.
These
But
memories.
do you do you remember Jesus?
That's his name. I was trying to think of his name for like a month now. I kept thinking it was like Carlos or something.
No, no, no. Oh, it was so weird. That was such a weird time because, like, honestly, like, I'd never been in that kind of situation before because you were my friend, Jesus was my friend. You guys didn't like each other.
I
And then you
hated
guys
Jesus.
were like, you guys were like trying to fight for my friendship at
Yeah,
one point.
dude, I
And
just didn't like him.
you just didn't.
No.
Oh my God. But like, you both were my friends. Like, like I hung out with both of you, but then like there was this one time where you guys just got really heated to the point where you started a school-wide war. Like you got a bunch of kids to chase each other, and I don't know how you managed to pull that together. Like it was like a game of cat and mouse. I didn't even understand what was going on because like I was just on the swings and I see like a bunch of kids chasing after Jesus. I'm just like, what the? What
I,
is this?
I remember I was like at the kindergarten playground. I just saw
Yeah.
everyone in the field. I was like, yes, yes! Like I came from his castle. I was so happy. You know what? It's because like earlier, earlier that day, Sue sent like two girls, Abby and Michaela, to like hit me or something or chase me. I was like, why?
Oh my God.
Like, why you guys chase me? He's like, they were like, 'cause Seuss told us to, and that was like during recess. I was like, oh, I swear, I'm gonna get him. And
Oh
so
my God.
I told like Ryan, Julian, like a bunch of other friends. I don't know how it got big. I remember it being big. All
Yeah.
I remember, but I do remember like Julian actually like beating up or doing something.
Yeah.
But and so like during our free time, I remember we like planned it out and we all like everyone just went after him and started like
Yeah.
kicking his butt. It was so funny. I was surprised we didn't get like in trouble for it.
I don't even know like what was going on there because
Right?
honestly, there probably should have been some teacher there to see the one kid being chased by a whole crowd of people.
They probably thought it was like a tag or something or
Oh
like
yeah,
flag
but
football.
flag football against one person without a football or flags.
Just tackle him.
Start tackling
That
some
was
random kid.
so much fun. Out of elementary, that's like the most fondest memory, and like that's just the one I can remember the most. Just because it was like I did that.
Yeah.
That was fun.
You pulled that together, and I don't know how you did it. I'm impressed, but why?
I don't know how I did it either. I don't know how I got like that big of a group to like kick one kid's ass. I don't
Oh
know
my
how,
God.
man. That's funny. Have you ever had like anything like that?
No,
Come.
never. Honestly, like, you know, friends didn't come by often. Like, I knew people, they knew me, but like friends were like just kind of like a thing that I was just like, "Hi, I'm here. You can talk to me, I guess." I tried to like for a while when I was a kid, I tried to like be the person that solves issues. I don't know why. I just wanted to be the person that was just like, if I saw beef between two other students, I'm just like, let's fix this. Why don't we fix this?
Good
For
old
some reason,
Chris.
I just decided to do that. I don't know why.
I think that's better than anything else than like getting into the fight or starting it.
Yeah,
I think that's like that's more of what we need to teach kids. But letting
yeah.
out your anger and kicking one kid's ass is what we need as well.
Is it? Is it really?
Yes. Oh my god.
But yeah, like, kids are stupid. Kids are dumb. Like, they just do some really dumb stuff. Honestly,
You want an
just
example of that? I actually have one.
go for it.
I don't know if this is actually kind of sad. Remember that fun run we had
Oh,
at
yeah.
Broadmoor? And like
Hmm.
if you did a certain amount, you get to pie someone in the face, or like
Yeah.
a student gets pied in the face. Remember Ira
Ira. Sounds familiar.
Sundin? He was the artist.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so he got pied in the face, and he didn't realize it was shaving cream. So he got pie in the face and he like tried eating it, I think. And like I saw him in the hallway and he was like, eh, like
Oh
trying to wash it
no.
out. I felt so bad for him.
Yeah.
But like I mean, who would like know that? Like,
No, yeah,
you
like how are
can't.
you supposed?
Yeah,
You can't even tell the difference really if you think about it. Oh my God, poor thing.
I know. I felt bad for him.
I remember one time. Remember the little scooters as kids?
Oh my
Those little
God,
scooters with like the
yeah.
four
In
wheels.
PE,
Yeah, in
I have a
PE.
story for that one too.
Me and my friend Seth. I mean, not Seth. My friend Sam. My friend Sam. We were on those scooters, and it was like at the end of PE or
Uh,
recess. I forget exactly what. But like instead of going on the concrete because we were outside with the scooters this time, we decided to go out into the field. And so we were like doing the scooters on the field. We started going really fast,
yeah.
and then suddenly Sam trips and he scrapes his face all over the dirt,
Uh,
and he was all messed up. And I was just like, oh my God, what is this happening? Why is this happening?
oh,
And he like had to go to the nurse's office and get this like weird like peanut butter looking
oh
cream
my
on his face, and he had
God,
to go home for the rest of the day.
that
And like my mom was
sucks.
there because I was like really good friends with Sam,
Yeah.
and like I don't know, we were just like, oh my God, why? And I
Wow.
remember walking home that day. This is another time that I remember walking home by myself. My mom says that this wasn't a thing, but like I remember walking home that day, still kind of like shaken up by the fact that Sam got his face all messed up. And then like suddenly I'm just like walking home. I look over to the side. There's this biker. He just starts biking on the bike lane, and he trips, and then he hits his face on the cement, and he's all like bleeding and stuff. I'm just like, what the heck is happening today?
Jesus.
And then like a guy picks him up in his car, and I'm just like,
Oh my God.
oh my God.
Horrifying. Imagine like being in third grade and seeing that twice in a day. How would you feel afterwards?
I don't know. I just kind of went home, and I was just like, what is happening? The
I had
gods
a.
must be crazy.
Do you remember what happened when I went on the scooter in like PE that one year?
I don't.
In fourth grade, it was like right after Titanic or something like that, and we had to. Titanic's a game, that we played in elementary school,
Oh, I
and
think I
so
remember today.
yeah, I remember that. And so when we were cleaning up, there was like jump ropes and stuff tied to the scooters, and when we were going to clean up, I went on the scooter to try like to scoot it, and I think Anissa, one of the kids, was holding the jump rope that was tied to the scooter, and she held onto it. And so when I did it, I fell face first and hit my
Oh my
head. Like,
God.
remember that? I hit my head right on the gym floor, and I had to go
Hmm.
home like really early that day.
I
I think
think
it
I
was the
do
last class of
remember.
the day. And I had like a big
Yeah.
bump on my forehead, and it was like bleeding and like hurt a
Oh,
bunch.
I think I remember that actually.
Yeah,
Oh
and I had like a
man.
bloody nose or something.
Yeah. I think I also remember a time that we were in the gym playing dodgeball, and you did like this. That was like
That
the
I tell
moment, the
everyone
peak
that
moment
story.
of your life.
I
You were
tell
just like,
everyone that story.
go ahead, tell it, man. Honestly.
All right, so let me explain to everyone. So there was a dodgeball game that our coach had set. It was like this weird version of dodgeball. So it's in the rules, but if you got out, you had to go on the other team's side and go on the outlines of the basketball square, and then you had to get dodgeballs, and you had to throw them at the kids on the other side. So enemies here, and then you had to throw them there. And that's only if you got a ball thrown towards you. So when on my side, I was like still winning. I was throwing the balls, and I remember this this ball. This ball like came towards me. I saw it, and I ducked down. I remember as soon as I saw that, I saw another ball come from behind me, and it was like the Matrix. I saw like two balls go like that. I got up, I looked behind. I was like, "Holy crap! What's going? Oh my god!" I was like so happy. Like that
Dude,
was so freaking cool.
that was an amazing moment,
Right? That was
honestly.
like perfectly timed. I tell everyone that story because it's one of my favorite stories.
That was so cool.
So fun. Do you have any
Well,
like moments like that where you just like you felt accomplished in elementary school?
I don't know. I feel like I was always like in my head a lot as a kid, because
Yeah.
kids normally are. They're just normally like that. I feel like I thought I was cooler in a lot of moments than I really was.
Who doesn't,
Like
man?
sometimes when I was like on the scooters, like I would just kind of like go really fast, but then I would like turn and like do this one thing where I was just like, like stuff like that. And like I feel like I looked really cool, but I was probably just like, like.
Just like when you're trying to do a cartwheel, but instead of like going up, your feet go like this, like
Yeah, you go
sideways.
like to the side. That stuff like that. Honestly. I've probably done something really cool, but I've forgotten by now.
Ooh, remember the You know what was cool when uh they took down the tether balls off the tetherball poles, and the coach would
Huh.
have those competitions to have kids like climb up the tetherball poles.
Yeah.
That was so cool. I swear, like our school even allowed that for a while.
Yeah.
That was so much fun.
You know
I
what was cool? Oh, sorry, you go
Oh
first.
no, you go.
Remember the fundraisers that the school used to do when it wasn't the fun run?
Yeah,
Remember, were you there? What grade did you join in?
I joined in third grade.
Third grade.
Mm.
I'm trying to think if third grade had it, but they used to bring BMX people to our school.
What?
Like at like when the fundraiser was like ending, they used to bring these BMX guys. They brought like a half pipe into like onto like the what's it called, the outside basketball court,
Oh
and
my
they would just do a
god.
bunch of stuff. And like with our old principal, like she would be in the middle of like one of the things,
Hmm.
and the guy would jump over her on the bike.
My
And so she
god.
had like a helmet on, and she was just like, ah! I remember that picture because
Holy
somebody took
crap,
a
it's
picture while
Wednesday.
it had. Oh fuck! Nuggets.
Oh, I have class.